Hey guys, welcome back to the United Star, and today we have a subscriber with us. Vishrat is on to talk about the transfers and what he thinks and who he thinks we should bring into the squad. So, firstly, welcome Vishrat. Great to have you on the channel. Let's straight get into it. What are your thoughts on who we should bring into the squad?
Uh, I think in terms of positions, the right wing is the priority. We really need a winger who can stretch the play. As was quite evident from the match yesterday against Copenhagen, we need someone who can actually put in those crosses. So a right winger is definitely a priority. And of course, Jadon Sancho is the one that we are hopefully trying to get. Of course, with the statement from Dortmund sporting director Michael Zock, it does seem that the 120 million valuation is something that United will have to match, and hopefully that's the case. Apart from that, yeah, I think the centre back position and the central midfield positions are the two other priority positions that we should probably look at.
I agree with you. I think it's majority of the fans have the same feeling that we need a centre back, centre mid, and a play on the right wing. Right wing would be the priority, as you mentioned. But you did mention a certain name called Jadon Sancho, and that's been doing the rounds, right? Recently, especially with the Dortmund
Yeah.
CEO coming out and making those statements that he signed a contract till 2023 or extended it or so be it. But personally, I think it doesn't hold any value because we saw what he did with Dembele when he went to Barcelona, what he did with uh, multiple players. Dortmund are a selling club at the end of the day, and Aubameyang has come out and even said that all he cares about is money. So, are you still confident that we'll get Sancho come the end of the transfer window?
I think I'm almost certain that's like almost 9 by 10 that we're getting Sancho because he's a player who's interested and he's willing to come to Manchester United. And I think he can see himself in the front three that we have right now is quite exciting. And actually, it's a great team to be. It's like a great time to be joining Manchester United. Also, something like what Gary Neville mentioned: United's the only shop in the town. We're the only ones who are actually interested in this season. So it makes complete sense for him to join, and I'm quite confident that will be the case.
I think I completely agree with you. In fact, I came across a tweet that even mentioned that Jadon Sancho will put in a transfer request after everything that's going on. And before our Copenhagen game, also, a lot of pundits were like, this is just a poker table kind of play which Dortmund are playing. And it's just a big bluff, and United should just hold on their horses. But talking about Jadon Sancho, as I mentioned, the transfers have been quite silent, right? There's nothing on Grealish recently, nothing on a centre back. But recently, there has been a statement from one of the, tier one people called Paul Hertz about Pau Torres. What would you like to inform the audience about Pau Torres?
Pau Torres is a ball-playing centre-back who's playing for Villarreal. He's apparently the quickest centre-back in La Liga. Definitely the kind of player that we should be looking at. Uh, he's tall. He's good at aerial battles, and I think he's very complimentary for someone like Harry Maguire who lacks the pace. So also he has a 55 million release contract
Yeah.
with release clause, which is an issue because United will be spending big with Jadon Sancho, and we're not sure if United will have the funds for him this season. But either ways, if maybe we're able to offload some players, we might just have the funds for him.
I agree with you to a certain extent, but if we are getting the likes of Pau Torres, do you see that means that Chris Smalling is out? Because there have been links with Inter Milan, and personally, I don't see a future for him at the club.
I agree with you. I don't see a future for him either, but it would be that would be the ideal scenario that Chris Smalling moves to Inter Milan and we invest in Pau Torres and he comes and joins us. But it does seem a little tricky at this moment. Not sure if Inter Milan will match United's 20 million valuation at the moment, and I think we might need to even take into account our academy players, Tiernan Mengi. He's likely to also feature at some point, and I think Ole would want him to grow into the role as well.
So I think we've covered the transfers as a whole, right? And I just want to ask you this and end the video out here and just get your 2 cents on if we had to get three players in the market right now, which three would it be?
Uh, Jadon Sancho, Donny van de Beek over Jack Grealish,
Yeah.
and Pau Torres or Gabriel Megales. I think I'm okay with either of the two centre backs.
So guys, that's about it. That's what Vishnu thinks that we should get. These are the three players. Transfers have been on the lower end when it comes to United, especially with how the Europa League is going on. Do let us know what you think and which players you think we should sign. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.